Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR Halacha. And here's a brand new halacha for you, and it's for Monday, 22nd day of September. Here we go. Now, we are ahead of ourselves speaking about the laws of Yom Kippur, because when we get close to Yom Kippur, we need to already be in the laws of Sukkot. Sorry it works out that way. So, when Yom Kippur comes out this year, it's going to be on a Shabbos, and therefore, there's going to be a special bracha for the candle lighting. It'll be Lahadlik Ner Shel Shabbos v'Yom HaKippurim. Okay, because we are lighting candles for Shabbos and for Yom Kippur, so they are said both together in the bracha of this year's Yom Kippur candle lighting, because it's Friday night and it's also Yom Kippur. When you sit down to eat the Suna HaMafsekas, the last meal before Yom Kippur begins, which is also the last meal before Shabbos begins, this year and every year you do set the table beautifully, as the same way you would set it up for the Shabbos table, all beautiful white tablecloth and all the good stuff, just like a Shabbos meal, although you don't eat any foods that would be difficult to digest. On the day of Yom Kippur, it is customary for men who are married to wear a white kittel, and that is a sign of the holiness of the day, of course, and that is the way the custom is. It doesn't have to be done, but that is a custom. As far as dressing up, you should dress up nicely. I'm saying that word carefully. I don't think it should be extra crazy fancy like your wildest tie, but it definitely is full-fledged Shabbos clothing. There's no feeling of, oh, it's Yom Kippur, it's all, and therefore I should be in my sad clothing. Nope, you're in your Shabbos clothing. You're in your finest. I would just say not your crazy fancy. If you have a flashy tie, flashy anything, that's just, too distracting. But a good, proper Shabbos attire is the way you should be dressed for Yom Kippur. Kiddush Levana, you are eligible to say Kiddush Levana, the prayer for the new moon, any time in the middle of the 10 days of Teshuvah, but we like to delay it until right after Yom Kippur if possible. Check with your weather forecast to see if that makes sense for your area. In other words, if they're predicting rain and rain and rain and rain, for a bunch of days before Yom Kippur and after, then you don't want to get stuck missing Kiddush Levana. But around here in Baltimore, it's dry, and not a whole lot of rain, and therefore it would probably be most appropriate to wait to make the Kiddush Levana for right after Yom Kippur. When a person eats after Yom Kippur, he should not sit down to that meal with a feeling of, oy vey, woe is me, there were so many sins, I don't know what God's going to do with me. That's not the proper attitude. We are confident that God judged us accordingly and properly as we exactly deserve, and we are pleased with the way God judges us, and therefore the full feeling after the Yom Kippur davening and when you go home to eat is one of being pleased, having gone through the cleansing of the process of Yom Kippur. Thanks for logging on, and log on again tomorrow. We'll give you a couple more on Yom Kippur and then switch over to Sukkot right before Yom Kippur so we can try and get as many laws as possible in these many holidays that are coming up. Bye-bye.